All right, New England weather weenies, we have some snow that's going to be moving in on Wednesday and making Thursday morning very interesting. Two quick notes before we get to the forecast. One, shout out to weather weenie Katie. Second is I'm doing a virtual talk with the Harris Center on New England blizzards. Anybody can join that Thursday 19th, link in my bio. Let's go right to snowfall forecast maps and then talk about why it's happening. Here is the Maine snowfall forecast, the western half of Maine and New Hampshire, Vermont and New York, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, and all the areas around the Albany office. This is a good old-fashioned clipper system, and for those who follow me and watch my New England forecast, we talk about where the center of that low is going to pass. And for a nor'easter, if it passes to your north or to your west, you're on the warm side and you're getting rain. But that's not the situation with this one. It's passing to all of our wests. But because it's a clipper system that originates in Canada, where it's going to be a lot colder and a lot drier, it changes the rules a bit. Let me show you the graph forecast model. And even though we're going to be getting the snow and a lot of the focus is going to be on Thursday morning, which might be messy in some places, Friday is going to feel awful. All right, so let's talk about what's happening here. Snow flurries and boom, you see the snow that starts to move in here. This is 1:30 p.m. tomorrow, Wednesday. If you're watching this on Wednesday, then okay. Yeah, so 1:30 on Wednesday, we're starting to see this type of stuff move in. Definitely looking at a lot of snow flurries happening in a lot of places, with the exception of being the seacoast. And unfortunately, why you get the exception is because you have these southwest winds, your ocean's still 40 degrees plus something. And so unfortunately, it's just going to warm everything up. So if you are right here along this stretch, I'm sorry, you're going to be getting mostly rain and not a whole bunch of snow, though you're going to see some flurries off and on in the beginning and probably at the end. So as we go through and we step in here, we see this really start to fill in on Wednesday evening. This is 8:30, Wednesday night, 9:30. Starting to see the snow really fill in this dark blue area here, seeing where we can see some snow bands that are a little bit heavier actually. So let's keep on rolling. This storm's going to happen overnight, Wednesday, Thursday, which is kind of a good thing. But here we are, 8 a.m. on Thursday morning. So seeing a lot of rain. So if you're in like Lynn, Massachusetts, or Boston area here, down through southern parts of New England, unfortunately it's going to be a lot of rain, but we're going to see snow and mixes on a line here. The question is just where does this line exactly set up? Once again, like most of our storms, a couple miles doesn't make a huge bit of difference. So we're going to see the snow flurries continue on Thursday for sure. And you finally see this little last push right here, this bright green line. This is like the last little push of the cold front that's going to come through here. And behind that, things are definitely going to be getting chilly. So noticing on Thursday, temperatures are probably going to feel pretty cold, pretty yucky, pretty windy. And now I want you to look at how tight these lines are. These lines are isobars, and the tighter they are, the stronger the winds. And so going into Thursday evening, Friday morning, it is going to feel very cold and very windy. Like wind chills are going to be single digits probably, and especially in northern locations or higher elevation locations, those wind chills are going to get below zero. As for where that rain snow line is going to set up, National Weather Service discussion says probably make it as far inland as the I-95 area, maybe. So if you're within a couple of miles of that, know that you're really on the fence. Is it going to be snow? Is it going to be rain? Is it going to be mixed? It's going to be kind of messy. So temperatures throughout New England on Wednesday are going to be cool. While we're getting the snow, it's going to warm things up just a tiny bit, actually bringing us pretty much right back to average. But then afterwards is where this cold air really sets in for Friday, Saturday. It's going to be unpleasant. It's just going to be very cold. Things slowly start to warm up and seeing that we're going to have another little something come up from the south. And that's going to bring temperatures back up to maybe even the 50s in some locations on Tuesday and Wednesday. So there you go, my New Englanders. Also, keep the snow and winter weather questions coming. It's been super fun answering those. So if you've got questions, make sure you let me know.